Hello and welcome to the Car Compass. My name is Sandu, and in today's video we have a direct comparison between two Tacomas. To my right I have the Toyota Tacoma in the SR5, and then to my left I have the Toyota Tacoma in the TRD Sport. They both come 4x4, double cab, and 5 feet bed. The 4x4 is an upgrade, or I would say optional. They come standard 4x2. Now, what's the engine that you're going to find in both of these streams? There is no difference as far as the engine goes. You're going to get a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder 8-speed automatic transmission, and you're going to get 278 horsepower with 317 pound-feet of torque. Now, you do have in a lower trim, which is the SR trim, which sits below both of these, another option of the engine. Same 2.4 liter 4-cylinder, but you only get 228 horsepower with 243 pound-feet of torque. And then you have the third option as far as the engine goes. You have the hybrid, and that's going to be the iForce Max hybrid powertrain, and that's going to bring you 328 horsepower with 465 pound-feet of torque. So that's a huge difference. Now, what are the trim levels that you're going to find in the Toyota Tacoma in 2026? SR, SR5, the TRD Pre-Runner, TRD Sport, the TRD Off-Road, the Limited, the TRD Pro, and the biggest horse in the barn is going to be the Trail Hunter. Now, the exact differences you're going to find in today's video is going to be first the grille. In the SR5, you're going to have a matte black plastic grille with a different design, but still matte black plastic in the TRD Sport. The next difference you're going to find is going to be the hood. In the TRD, you get the Sport hood, to where the SR5, you get just a regular, plain, simple hood. As far as the front, there are going to be no other differences. You do get the fog lights in both of them, and I believe that's because it's the 4x4. If you would get the 4x2 in the SR5 or the TRD Sport, I don't believe you get the fog lights. And then you have the spoiler for the bottom bumper, and you do not have a skid plate in any of them. Regardless if this is a TRD Sport, you still don't get a skid plate. If you want the skid plate, you have to upgrade to the TRD Off-Road. As far as the headlights, you have the bulb signal lights and emergency lights, and then the full LED headlights with no parking sensors for any of these two. Now, before we move forward, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That's really going to help me out with my channel to bring you more content like this one, comparisons, individual reviews, how-to videos, and walk-arounds. Also, a big thank you and a shout out to Folsom Lake Toyota here in Folsom, California, for providing me with both of these Tacomas for this comparison video. Don't forget, this video is filmed in 4K. Make sure you adjust your YouTube settings to watch this at the highest quality. The reason I'm carrying this measuring tape with me is because once we get in the bed, I'm going to show you the width in inches and also the height in inches. Because they both come with a 5 feet bed, there is no point to show you the length because it's exactly the same. Now let's move forward with MPG. MPG is going to be a little bit different. On the TRD Sport, you get 19 city 23 highway, to where on the SR5 you get 19 city 24 highway, and I believe that's because of the rim and the rubber difference. Also, the tank size capacity is the same across all trims, 18.2 gallons. Towing capacity in both of these is 6,400 pounds of towing capacity, and if you get the hybrid, you only get 6,000 of towing capacity. So please keep that in mind. And now let's move forward with the side differences. And before we do that, I want to show you that the TRD Sport comes with the black badge overlay, and that's an added option. If you would not have that added option, you would just have a regular chrome badge for the front, and this is how it looks. Now, the next difference is going to be the rims and the tires, and on the TRD Sport, you get the TRD machine surface rim, to where on the SR5 it's just an alloy regular simple rim. The exact tire you're going to get on the TRD Sport is a general grabber, and the size is 265 by 65 by 18, to where the SR5 gets a Firestone HLT, and the size is 245 by 70 by 17. So That's the difference right there, 18 versus 17. Now, if you see these mud guards, these are added options on both of them, the SR5 and the TRD Sport, as well as those step pads. And this is how it looks if you have the black badge overlay, and the SR5 does not have it. As far as the side mirrors go, there is no difference. Both have matte black plastic on the bottom, same color as the car on the top, and then around the windows is exactly the same design. Your door handles look a little bit different in the video because this is black versus white, but otherwise there is no difference between them. Your SR5 emblem is going to be stamped right here, to where the TRD Sport sticker is going to be on the back of the fender on both sides. Now let's go ahead and give you some dimensions, because this is a 5 feet bed. Wheel base and also length is going to be different when compared to the 6 feet bed. And let's start first with the length. 213 inches if you have the 5 feet, 226 inches if you have the 6 feet for the length. Your width is going to be 77.9, and that does not include the mirrors. Your height, 74 inches. Your wheelbase, 131.9 inches if you have the 5 feet bed. If you have the 6 feet bed, it's going to be 145.1, and your ground clearance is going to vary between 10.5 and 11.5 inches for the ground clearance, depending on the rims and the tires that you get. And now let's go ahead and discuss rear differences. And now here in the rear, as far as direct differences between the SR5 and the TRD Sport, there are absolutely none. But there are a few add-on options that I'm going to mention, and I want you to see the differences if you have it versus if you don't have it. And first, let's start with the black badge overlay. The 4x4 is going to be blacked out on the TRD Sport because that one has the added package, to where the SR5 does not have it, and it's going to be chrome. Another added package is going to be the tailgate inserts, to where the SR5 has it and the TRD Sport does not have it. And then another difference that I wanted to mention as far as the add-on is the door edge protection, to where the TRD Sport is equipped with that and the SR5 does not have that protection. They're both equipped with the tow hitch, spare tire under the car, and your exhaust tip is going to be on the driver side. Now let's go ahead and open this tailgate, electrically controlled on the TRD Sport, like this. It's not going to fall once you drop it. To where the SR5, if you saw it, if you don't pay attention, it's going to drop pretty violent. So just like that, you have to pay attention when you open that tailgate. Now they're both equipped with the spray-on bed liner as an added option. So there is no difference as far as that goes. 5 foot bed. And now let me give you measurements into inches. And length is obviously 5 feet, which is 60 inches right there. Exactly there. Now from left to right, your bed is going to give you about 53 inches right there. And then your height is going to be 21, almost 21, 20 and a half right there. So that's your measurements into inches, your spray-on bed liner as an added option, Tacoma on the back of that bed. This glass is stationary, no window, and then your bed lights right there. And one other difference that I forgot to mention is the defroster for the rear glass on the TRD Sport, to where the SR5 does not have the defrosters for the rear glass. Now we're done with the exterior differences. Let's go ahead and talk interior differences. I'm sitting now in the Toyota Tacoma, the TRD Sport, and this is the higher trim in our video today. And I'm not going to go in the SR5 because I'm going to show you the pictures side-by-side comparison so you can visualize them better. So let's start first with the add-ons so we can get that out of the way. Heated seats. The TRD Sport has the add-ons for the heated seats, where the SR5 has no heated seats as an added option, and this is how it looks if you have it. And now everything else from now on, what I'm going to show you as far as the differences for the interior is going to be direct difference between TRD Sport and the SR5. But before that, let me give you leg room. I'm 6 feet tall, just for you to get an idea. 41 inches for the front, 33.7 inches for the rear. My head is not touching the headliner. I have enough leg room, and I feel this is a good size, and I'm comfortable. Now, the first difference you're going to see it's going to be the seating, not the surface. They both come with cloth trimmed seats, but the TRD Sport has two-toned color to where the SR5 has just simple black color. The next difference is going to be the TRD everywhere around the car. The first one, you're going to see it on the inlays for the door. TRD Sport versus SR5, you have that TRD inlay. The next difference you're going to see on the shift lever, and you're going to have the TRD on the TRD Sport, where the SR5 is just a simple one, and also your start stop button in red for the TRD Sport, to where the SR5 has just a plain black simple start button. The next difference is going to be your knob here, where you do the tow haul and also the drive modes. You have the ECT power in the SR5, to where the TRD Sport gives you 3 different drive modes, and you're going to see that in your cluster: the Sport, Normal, and Eco. And that knob is a lot bulkier in the TRD Sport compared to the SR5. The next difference is going to be your cluster, full digital cluster in the TRD Sport, to where the SR5 has a simple cluster with the left and the right bars to give you the temperature of the engine and also your gas levels. Next difference is going to be your steering wheel. The TRD Sport has the leather wrapped steering wheel with perforation and stitching, to where on the SR5 is no stitching, no leather wrapping, but the design is exactly the same, round steering wheel, same controls for both of them. The next difference is going to be your pedals, aluminum pedals in the TRD Sport, to where the SR5 has just a regular matte black plastic pedals. And that's pretty much it with the differences, direct differences or add-ons. Now I want to give you a quick walk around or a quick tour of the Tacoma. And this is going to be your dashboard, hard plastic, Tacoma in high gloss, your inlays, lockable glove compartment, your 8-inch screen, standard in both of them, your controls right here, absolutely no difference between them. One zone climate control, these are going to be your heated seats as an added option, defrosters. There you go. One other difference that I forgot to mention is that the TRD Sport comes with the defrosters for the rear glass, to where the SR5 does not have the defrosters. And now this is your shift lever for the TRD, electric parking, your tow haul, your drive modes, 2 USB-C ports, 12-volt outlet, your cup holders, your storage under your armrest, and your rear view mirror is going to be auto dimming, sunglass holder, and then your lights right there. Steering wheel just like this, both of them. Steering column is manual, controls here to control the cluster, controls here for your lane departure assist, and all that good stuff for the safety, and to also control that infotainment screen. Left side of the steering wheel exactly the same, no difference. And then this is your door panel with the TRD insert. And let me show you the aluminum pedals, how they look in the TRD. And now we are done with the differences for the front. Let's go ahead and see differences for the rear. And now the rear bench, or the second row seating for the Tacoma in the TRD Sport. The only difference here is going to be the design on the seat. Surface is exactly the same with cloth in both of them, but the colors are going to be different. They both come with just one pocket for the passenger, to where the driver does not get a pocket. You get in both of them 2 cup holders here for the rear center console and the 12-volt outlet. If you go to the TRD off-road, you're going to get a 120-volt inverter or the outlet and 2 USB-C ports. The way you're going to control this backrest is the same in both of them, a belt right here, and you access your tire situation, and then you can lift the bottom of this seat and get more access to more storage, and that's standard in both of them. The seat or the bench here is 40% for the passenger, 60% for the driver, and this does not come with an armrest. Now let's discuss price difference. The price difference between these two is about $2,500. Here's first the MSRP sticker for the SR5 in our video today, which comes at $40,605, and that does not include any add-ons. No options, right? Just the base, just the MSRP sticker. And now here's the MSRP sticker for the TRD Sport in our video today, and this MSRP comes at $43,215 with add-on options, delivery fee, and all that. It's going to take you to a different number as well. So about $2,500 difference between the two. You make the decision if you want the TRD Sport or the SR5, which one is better for you. Let me know how I did in this comparison video between SR5 and the TRD Sport. Let me know if I need to improve something. Let me know if I missed something. I would very much appreciate your feedback. That's going to help me out in the future to create videos better and better. And don't forget to check my channel for other reviews, other comparisons between trims and different manufacturers here at the Car Compass. And thank you for watching.